话呢，我们会请你再重看一遍，然后再做一次题哈。所以的话呢，大家一定要好好的学，好难得的可以听到格西老师亲自给我们讲的这个老师才能听到的课。好，有请格西麦克老师。
This is our ethics class, and every semester, every time we have a semester, we do an ethics class, and it's basically part of the 4 legs of being a great teacher for DCI. There's 4 legs, 4 things that you should know. Okay, what's the first one, you guys? Yeah, the content. Like you have to know what you're teaching. Okay, and actually that's the easiest part because you just study the manual and you learn what it is. In what did we call it? The 4 what? No, we had 4 letters. We used the same letter for each of the 4. All right. Okay, my professors aren't helping me out here. No, I just invented it. Okay, here it is. The 4 P's. Okay, P number 1. The particulars, that was forced, okay, of the content, okay? So the details of the content you should know. Okay, that's leg number 1. If you want to be a DCI teacher, you need 4 legs, like a big table. Number 2, presentation skills. We know many people who know what they're doing, for example, great piano player, but when you ask them to teach somebody, it's terrible. And they always have a big fight and they can't teach. So number 1, we want you to know the particulars, P, of the content. We want you to know all the details of the content. Number 2, we want you to be able to present it in a skillful way. Number 3, we want you to have professional behavior. Mainly 2 things. Pay your taxes and don't try to have sex with the students. Okay, keep your accounting clean and keep your personal life clean with sexual behavior. Okay, and then you won't get in trouble. So mainly, those are the 2 kinds of professional behavior that people have trouble, especially boys. All right, leg number 4, production skills. We want you to learn tech, learn the platforms, learn how to film a class, learn how to use all the different platforms. Okay, learn the tech production skills. Now today, we're going to talk about the 3rd one, which is part of professional behavior, and it's called the 0.0% policy. We talked a lot about it in the past. And there was a lot of confusion because Geshe Michael was too lazy to write down the policy. He's too busy having fun with Nick and the mixed nuts, and he's too lazy to write down the boring policies. But it's a very, very important policy, okay? So today we're going to go through the 0.0% policy. I call it the 0.0% policy. And if you write a policy down, it's much easier to keep the policy, okay? And in the past, in DCI, there was a lot of confusion about this policy. And that's my fault 100%. The 0.0% policy confusion is 100.0% my fault, okay? Because I just enjoy creating content, doing fun things. I don't like to write policies, but it's important that we have it, okay? So we're gonna go through it today. And I did not write this policy for any other organizations. I wrote this policy for DCI Global and for the DCI Training College, which is SCIM. This policy was written for DCI and SCIM, but I do believe it would be helpful to other organizations just to listen to the policy. And then maybe it will help you to decide what you want to do in your organizations, okay? But other organizations are different, and the policy will probably have to be different, okay? So here we go. Number 1, what is the 0.0% policy? It defines, and I'm reading from the manual. You will get this manual in 1 hour from now. I will release it in 1 hour. It's already ready, and you will get the final manual for DCI level 1, and it will have this policy in it, okay? I'm just reading, okay? 0.0% is a policy for DCI Global, which defines the safe and allowable relationship between DCI and religious beliefs. The policy applies both to DCI Global and to the Sedona College of International Management, SCIM, which conducts training courses for teachers who will staff DCI Global. Second section. Why is this policy called 0.0? We have named this policy 0.0% because 0.0%. We're going to talk about the 3rd one, which is part of professional behavior. And it's called the 0.0% policy. We talked a lot about it in the past, and there was a lot of confusion because Geshe Michael was too lazy to write down the policy. He's too busy having fun with Nick and the mixed nuts, and he's too lazy to write down the boring policies. But it's a very, very important policy, okay? So today we're going to go through the 0.0% policy. I call it the 0.0% policy. And if you write a policy down, it's much easier to keep the policy, okay? And in the past, in DCI, there was a lot of confusion about this policy, and that's my fault 100%. The 0.0% policy confusion is 100.0% my fault, okay? Because I just enjoy creating content, doing fun things. I don't like to write policies, but it's important that we have it, okay? So we're going to go through it today. And I did not write this policy for any other organizations. I wrote this policy for DCI Global and for the DCI Training College, which is SCIM. This policy was written for DCI and SCIM, but I do believe it would be helpful to other organizations just to listen to the policy. And then maybe it will help you to decide what you want to do in your organizations, okay? But other organizations are different, and the policy will probably have to be different, okay? So here we go. Number 1, what is the 0.0% policy? It defines, and I'm reading from the manual. You will get this manual in 1 hour from now. I will release it in 1 hour. It's already ready, and you'll get the final manual for DCI level 1, and it will have this policy in it, okay? I'm just reading, okay? 0.0% is a policy for DCI Global, which defines the safe and allowable relationship between DCI and religious beliefs. The policy applies both to DCI Global and to the Sedona College of International Management, SCIM, which conducts training courses. for teachers who will staff DCI Global. Second section, why is this policy called 0.0? We have named this policy 0.0% because 0.0% is the percent that you can break this policy and still be a DCI teacher. Okay, got it? You can break 0.0% of this policy, you can still be a DCI teacher. But if you break more than that, 0.1, you cannot be a DCI teacher, okay? Or staff member. Okay. All right, next section. Why do we have 0.0% policy? Why is it necessary? And there's two reasons. And I want you to memorize them, okay? I'm not going to offer money because I used it all up in the last class. There are two big reasons why DCI has to be careful about religion. There's two big reasons why DCI has to be careful, and SIM have to be careful about religion. Number one, if DCI becomes religious, okay? If DCI becomes a religious organization, then we exclude other people, okay? Other people who want to learn the 4 steps, other people who want to learn the 12 levels, they will not feel comfortable to come to DCI programs, okay? It's very simple, all right? If people think DCI is Buddhist or Muslim or Christian or whatever, then it won't be comfortable for them to sit in the DCI program. They will say, I don't belong here. Oh, these guys are all Buddhist, or these guys are all Hindu, or these guys are all Muslim, and I am not, okay? Hey, he's fussy today. Okay, listen, DCI Global works in at least 20 different countries. Our books are published in 35 different countries, 35 different languages, okay? Every country, by definition, they have their own language, they have their own racial groups, they have their own system of government, they have their usual news media, they have their national books, literature, national music. They tell history their own way. Each country has their own version of history, okay? And each country has their own religious beliefs, okay? And religious beliefs, even if the belief is that you shouldn't have religion, okay? Every religious belief, people hold it very strongly, okay? In each country, there's a different religious belief, and each country, people holds their religion very strongly, okay? Why? Well, one thing, it tells the big picture story. Why did you come to this world? Where were you before you came to this world? Where are you gonna go after you leave this world, okay? And each religious belief will explain those big things in a different way, and nobody can confirm it, okay? Nobody can check and say, oh, wait, your religion is wrong. I went to 100 years ago. I went and met you before you were born. Or I met you after you died. It's not possible. You see, for normal people, we cannot check where you were before you were born. And we cannot check where you were after you died. And so people believe those things just because it's their country, it's their religion, it's their parents told them, and they hold it very strongly, okay? It's very strongly held, okay? And people have fought about these things. Different countries have different religious beliefs, and there have been terrible, terrible wars for thousands of years between different religions. You know, in Europe, just in Europe, like 30 years war. The name of the war is the 30-year war. It's between one kind of Christian and the other kind of Christian, and they kill each other for 30 years. And it happened in all religions, every religion. They have these problems. Okay, DCI's goal is to teach a business and personal success system that everybody can use in every country. Doesn't matter what's your culture, doesn't matter what's your language, doesn't matter what your face looks like, doesn't matter what your country's history is. You can study DCI. We want you to share the wisdom of DCI. Therefore, DCI cannot be religious, okay? Because that's a personal thing, and that's held very, very strongly by each country. Even the belief that you should not have a religion is a belief, and each country holds their own belief. If DCI has a religion, if DCI is a religious group, then we are kicking out all the people who don't belong to that religion. It's not fair. The first goal of DCI is what? What's the first goal of DCI? Spread the system of non-competition in the world. And if we become religious, if we are connected to one religion, then we are kicking out all the people from other countries and other religions, okay? And it's not nice, and it's not fair, okay? If DCI can make you happy and successful, then if you make it religious, you are refusing happiness to some people. You see what I mean? They don't have a chance to be happy because you are religious. And their parents didn't follow that religion, or their country doesn't follow that religion. So it's mean and it's unfair if DCI is religious, because some countries' people will not feel comfortable. Second reason why DCI shouldn't be religious. Second reason why DCI should not be religious. Religion is strictly controlled in all countries. Almost every country has religion, and it's controlled by the government, or it's controlled by the most powerful group. Okay, every country has majority group. Okay, every country, my country also has majority group, and culturally or legally, it's illegal to be in a smaller group. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, in this country, for example, if you are not Christian, which is the main religion of the United States, then you get some trouble. You just get some trouble. It's illegal, but you get trouble. Okay, the biggest religion has more power, and they will be more powerful in everywhere, in business, in government, in everything. So if we become religious, then we can get in trouble in different countries. Okay, why? First of all, every country, almost every country, is very strict about who can teach religion and what religion they can teach and what the religions can say. Even in this country, I mean, the Mormon Christian fought the federal army for 50 years. They fought on the battlefield, the United States Army, for 50 years in this country. Okay, and it will always be like that. Okay, if DCI becomes religious, then DCI becomes illegal in many countries. Okay, and if DCI gets religious and DCI is illegal, then our students, our teachers, our staff will get punished. Okay, and in some countries it's very serious. You can go to jail. And in some countries like my country, you don't go to jail, but people will not treat you fair. If they think you're a small religion, minority religion, you won't get, they will judge you differently, okay? And it's just the way it is in every country, for history, all history, okay? Last thing, DCI teachers. I'm extremely proud that DCI teachers come from many, many countries, okay? I'm very, very proud that we have DCI teachers from every kind of country. We have Buddhist countries, Hindu countries, Jewish countries, Christian countries, Muslim countries, atheist countries, countries with no religion. We have DCI teachers from all of those countries, and they are teaching around the world. And the teaching of religion by a foreigner is very, very strict in every country, okay? If a foreign person comes to America and start teaching a new religion, they will get some trouble. It's illegal, but they will get trouble. And if a DCI teacher goes to another country to teach, if they are religious, they will be watched by the government very carefully. And every country has strict laws about foreigner coming to teach religion in another country, okay? It's just the way it is, okay? It's like that. If we aren't clear that we are not religious, it's possible that some of our teachers in the local country can get arrested, can get trouble, their families can get trouble, and they can lose their job. They can even go to jail, okay? We have to respect the laws about religion in each country because each country holds to their religion very strongly, okay? And the laws are very strong, okay? All right, next section says, okay, guys, I understand, you know, I understand that we have to keep religion should be personal thing. Do what religion you want in the country that you live in. What's allowed, you do it, okay? That's up to you. But we have to keep a separation in this. How can I help, Gisela? I want to help. Okay, I believe you. Yeah, religion question is very dangerous in every country, all the countries. So I believe you, Gisela. What do you want us to do? What's the policy? Okay, here's the policy. Please keep it. I will love you if you keep it. All right. Don't forget, first of all, don't forget the 2 reasons why we have this policy. What's the 2 reasons? You guys tell me. First one? Yeah, if you make DCI religious, you are excluding many people in the world from DCI. They can never study DCI. Oh, because you broke this policy, you are hurting Nick's child, Emily. You are hurting his dog. You are hurting his wife. You are hurting his house. You are hurting his whole life. You see, it's not just you. If you're a DCI teacher, and you break the policy, and you know you're breaking the policy, you are hurting every other DCI person. And listen, hundreds of people need DCI to support their families. I'm also paying for my mother-in-law. Okay, it's expensive. I'm paying for her bed right now. She has a new room. It's expensive. You know, she needs a nurse there. The nurse has to sleep with her. You know, and if you cause trouble, if you mix religion with DCI, if DCI get in trouble, you're hurting my mother. Okay, you're hurting her. Okay, don't forget. All right, it's not just you. It's not just you. We are all a big family, and DCI is like a big cow, and many baby cows are drinking milk from the mama cow. And if you kill the mama cow, many families in many countries will not have income, and that's a serious responsibility. We're not just saying you will get trouble. If you hurt the reputation of DCI, if you don't follow ethical rules, if you don't follow 0.0% policy, you're hurting hundreds of your friends and their families and their grandmothers, okay? That's bad, okay? Rule number 3, suggestion number 3, be conservative, okay? When you're talking DCI, when you're teaching DCI, be super careful, okay? If you know, it happened to me today. I started to mention some religious thing, and I want to mention it, but I'm not sure it's correct. Maybe it will hurt DCI. Then don't do it, okay? Be conservative. If you think you are getting close to something dangerous, then change the subject, okay? Go a different way. Teach something else, okay? Teach it a different way. You can, if you're a good teacher, you can always find another way to teach what you want to teach without mentioning religion, okay? You can do it. Just try, okay? Just try. If you think you're getting close to something that's not allowed where you are teaching, then don't say it, okay? Be conservative, okay? If you're not sure, don't say it, okay? All right, suggestion number 4. Help us help each other, okay? Generally, in a company, it's really bad if one worker goes to the boss and says the other worker's doing something wrong, okay? In a company like a diamond jewelry company, if one worker goes to the boss and says the other worker is breaking the rules, it makes the whole company uncomfortable. Everyone starts to fight. Everyone gets nervous. It's unhappy, okay? But in this subject, okay, if you see another DCI teacher and they are starting to talk about religion, I ask you to tell us. Okay? I'm asking you to tell us so we can help them, so we can stop them, okay? So if you see another DCI teacher is talking about religion in the DCI class, then help the company and tell we have a quality assurance department, which I have renamed yesterday, okay, Kelly Tan. It's called the Excellence Assurance Department, okay? And Kelly Tan is the director of this division. Her job is quality control. Is everyone's class high quality? Is everybody's class good information? Is everybody's class correct? Is everyone's class presented honestly? They are paying their taxes. They are obeying the government's laws, okay? We will have a quality department. If you think, if you watch another teacher and they are mixing religion into DCI, please tell the home office, okay? We are not going to fire them. We are not going to shoot them today. But we need to know because we need to protect everybody. We need to protect everybody, okay? So if you see something going on, tell us, and we're not going to hurt them. We're just going to ask them, please don't do that. Okay, suggestion number 5. Some people come to me. Oh, Gesla, I'm going to teach Lam Rim in my country. I said, listen, Lam Rim is not allowed in your country. You are not allowed to teach Lam Rim in your country. Oh, Gesla, don't worry. It's a small group. I'm doing it in my house. I'm not telling anybody. It's very secret. We have special WeChat, or what do you call it? We chat plat, whatever. Oh, Gesla, we have small, very careful. And we are doing secretly. Government doesn't know. You know, we don't worry. Then I super worry. when you hide things from your government or you are doing something illegal in your country. Are you crazy? American government can listen to me on my phone all the time. If I fart in bed at night, there's some government officer watching. Okay, what do you think? Nothing is secret in this new world. Okay, come on, don't be stupid. Okay, don't try to hide things from your government. Don't try to hide things from other people. It doesn't work. Okay, and I'll tell you something. I have a relationship with officers in different countries who came to check DCI. They call me to the police department. They call me to the meeting. Are you doing religion? I say no. And they say, well, we're gonna watch you. I say, yeah. Here's my telephone number. Here's all my passwords. You take them. You keep them, and I will give you a list every day when I'm teaching, and I will give you a video. I didn't fight with them. I cooperate with them. Okay, got it? Don't try to be sneaky. It's very stupid in the modern world. If it's illegal to do something, and you try to hide it, the government get more angry. Okay, of course. If your mom tell you don't eat the cookie, and then you eat the cookie, you try to hide it, your mom get more angry. Of course, this is human nature. Okay, all right. Some people, there are some Americans, especially Americans, enjoy telling other governments what to do. This is some American thing. American people think they are so smart and they can tell the other governments what to do. Okay, and listen, every country has a government, and that government's job is to decide what's good for their people. Okay, that's what government do. That's their job. So each country has their own government. That government knows the people. They know the country. And listen, every government mostly has to do what helps the people, or the people will kick them out. It's all the same everywhere in the whole world. The government is helping the people in every country, and it's the right of the government of every country to make their own laws. You don't have the right to change the laws of other countries. Okay, that's like someone invite you to come to dinner at their house, and they are having pizza, and you say, I don't allow you to have pizza. They say, what? I don't allow you to have pizza in your house. Excuse me, whose house? Your house. It's my house? Yeah, it's your house. In my house, I decide if we eat pizza. Okay, you don't go to other person's house as a guest teacher in another country and tell the government what should be the law. That's not your job. It's their house. Okay, they decide the law of their country. Okay. So, only American people will say, I'm more smart than your government. I will decide what's the law in your country. No, it's not proper. You don't go to your friend's house and tell the father and mother what to give to the children food. That's their decision. That's the laws of each country are created by the government of each country. And that's their job. That's their right. It's not your job. Okay. Your job is to, if you are a guest in another country, or if you are teaching DCI in your own country, you're supposed to follow the law. Okay. That's DCI policy. Okay. All right. Now I'll tell you another story I heard. Okay. Guess not. I'm not teaching religion. Yeah, but I heard you teaching religion. I heard what you said. Oh, no. That was a lower school. I was talking about Nirvana, lower school Nirvana. I wasn't talking higher school Nirvana. Listen, the police, the people in charge of checking you, guess what? They are human beings. They are just like you, okay? They have family, they get salary, and guess what? They have too much work. They're supposed to check if you are teaching religion, and they're supposed to check 10 other groups in the same night, and they are tired, and they have too much work to do. They are just like us, okay? I met those guys. I became friends with those guys. They are overworked, they are tired, and they don't want to make a mistake. So if you come close to breaking the policy, it's their responsibility to tell the government you broke the policy, okay? And they will get in big trouble if they don't, okay? And listen, they are tired, and they are overworked, and they are underpaid, and they are not philosophers. They don't know the four schools, and they don't care about the four schools, okay? So don't split, these small things like this. Don't think they are listening carefully. They are not listening carefully. They are tired. They are real people. I met them. I work with them. They're young people. They're fun. They're cool guys. We went out together, and it's their job to check you. But don't make their job difficult, okay? Don't say I mentioned this religion, but almost I didn't mention it, but I couldn't mention it, but I almost mentioned it, but I didn't quite mention it. You understand? If you come close to breaking a policy of the government, it's the responsibility, and it's the correct responsibility of those government workers to report you and say you broke the law, okay? So don't even get close, and don't try to hide things, okay? Got it? They are normal people. They are tired, all right? And they are overworked just like us, all right? If they think you might be breaking the law, they have to report you. That's their job. That's their responsibility, okay? Okay, next suggestion, number 8. I went to one country. The police called me. Actually, went to a restaurant. Veronica was with me one time. And they talked to me, are you teaching religion? What are you teaching? Show us what you're teaching. Are you breaking government policy? And it was kind of frightening, okay? The big question, and this has happened in many countries. It's frightening to have the police call you. I never meet the police, usually. You record, okay? They look, small policeman inside the company. Survive, and DCI can grow, and all the governments will be happy with this. DCI teaches people to pay their taxes, which is the most interesting thing for all governments. So, people love DCI. As far as I know, so far, every government loves DCI. Don't hurt, and you're going to hurt